Murang'a University of Technology's Citizen Service Delivery Charter. Our vision is to be a leading university in technological innovation, research, training, and outreach. Our mission is to advance knowledge and technological transfer through teaching, training, learning, research, innovation consultancy, and community engagement for sustainable development. Our motto, innovation for prosperity. 1. Response to inquiry by walk-in clients. Requirements to obtain service. Walk in and make the inquiry. Cost of service is free. Timeline within 1 minute. 2. Response to telephone call, landline, or any other official line. Requirements to obtain service is phone call. Cost of service is free. Timeline, telephone to be answered by second ring or 15 seconds. 3. Response to correspondence. Requirements to obtain service, written correspondence. Letters is free. Timeline within 5 working days. Email and social media, Facebook, X, YouTube, Instagram. Cost of service is free. Timeline 1 working day. 4. Response to public complaints and grievances. Requirements to obtain service. Make a complaint. Cost of service free. Timeline 1 working day. 5. Resolution of complaints. Requirements to obtain service. Make a verbal or written complaint. Cost of service is free. Timeline 14 working days. 6. Registration of supplies. Requirements to obtain service. Duly filled application form. Company profile. Certificate of incorporation or registration. PIN certificate. Valid tax compliance certificate or exemptions. Original bank statement. Copy of certificate of registration with relevant regulatory bodies. Non-refundable fee payment receipt. Copies of annual return forms filed by company registry, national ID, or passport. Cost of service is free. Timeline 14 working days. 7. Processing of tenders. Requirements to obtain service. Submit bids for goods and services. Cost of service is free. Timeline 90 days. 8. Notification of successful and unsuccessful bidders. Requirements to obtain service. Access e-procurement portal for notification. Cost of service free. Timeline 1 working day. 9. Payment of goods and services. Requirements to obtain service. LPO, invoice certificate of completion, goods or services rendered. Cost of service is free. Timeline 60 days. 10. Disposal of obsolete store. Requirements to obtain service. Submissions of bids. Cost of service is free. Timeline 1 day. 11. Public participation in policy making process. Requirements to obtain service. Familiarization with issues and active participation. Cost of service is free. Timeline 1 day. 12. Recruitment of staff. Requirements to obtain service. Make formal application based on the advert. Cost of service is free. Timeline 90 days. 13. Processing of request for information. Requirements to obtain service. Make a request for information. Cost of service is free. Timeline 21 days. 14. Training, teaching, and learning. Requirements to obtain service. Placement by COOPs. Admission. Registration. Payment of fees. Cost of service as per fee structure for the program. Timeline. Course duration as stipulated. 15. Curriculum development. Requirements to obtain service. Internal and external stakeholder consultation. Cost of service is free. Timeline continues with reviews every 5 years. 16. Research and development. Requirements to obtain service. Submission of research proposals and registrations. Cost of service depends on the research scope, timelines as per research project. 17. Innovation and patent development. Requirement to obtain service. Submission of innovation proposal, research outputs. Cost of service depends on the research scope. Timeline varies by project, continuous. 18. Consultancy services. Requirements to obtain service. Submission of consultancy request. Cost of service as per consultancy agreement. Timeline agreed with client. 19. Community engagement programs. Requirements to obtain service. Identification of the community need and university collaboration. Cost of service free. Timeline continuous. 20. Workshops and seminars. Requirements to obtain service. Registration of event, payment of fees. Cost of service may vary, often free for internal events. Timeline as per event schedule. We are committed to courtesy and excellence in service delivery. Any service, good rendered, that does not conform to the above standards, or any officer who does not live up to commitment to courtesy and excellence in service delivery should be reported to the Vice Chancellor, Murang'a University of Technology, P.O. Box 7510200 Murang'a, telephone number 0771 370824. Email address complaints@mut.ac.ke. Website www.mut.ac.ke. Huduma bora ni haki yako.